Hi, everybody. I'm Peter Travers, and welcome to Popcorn Special Edition. And what does that mean, Special Edition? It means we're going to talk about the summer movies that are coming out there. What you should see, what you should avoid like the plague. Now, I can't do this alone, so my friend Amna Nawaz is here. She represents the man on the street, even though she's a woman.
All of them.
Yes, she
everyone
represents
out there,
everyone.
I'm
So
here to speak for you, America.
I'm sitting in this critical ivory tower somewhere saying,
Yes.
oh no, I can't possibly see any of these foolish films.
You're just doling out your stars
Where's my
as
R?
you see fit.
That's it.
Yeah.
I just say what it is.
I'm the
But
everyman.
You are. You definitely are. Every man and every woman.
Everyone.
But me, I just want to say at the top of this that I actually love summer movies.
Do you?
For about a week and a half. Sadly, it's 3 months long.
So what do you do the rest
So
of the
there's
time?
a lot of crashing cars, and there's a lot of really stupid comedies and everything else.
Yeah.
But at the top of this, I want to say people are worried out there in Hollywood. They're saying these movies that are coming out are too many sequels. They're repeating themselves
There are
too
a lot
many.
of sequels.
And they can't. People are saying, do I want to see the fifth version of Transformers?
Right.
Do I have it in me to do it? I know I don't.
You don't?
So I'm looking at you, every
Yeah.
woman, and I'm saying, what is out there now that you just have in the back of your head and saying, I've got to see this?
Well, let's talk about it. First of all, I will say I was very surprised when we got the full list, the full slate of summer movies, because there are a lot that I didn't even know about.
Really?
Yes.
I only got half the list.
Which says more about me than it does anything else, I think. But let's talk about some of the sequels. The one we've heard a lot about, because it's already out, is Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2.
It's practically new.
Right?
It's-
First of all, I really like the first one, though. And I don't love these kind of movies. But I really appreciate it. I like Chris Pratt. I thought it was funny. Is the Volume 2 worth seeing?
Oh, I thought you were setting me up for.
No.
I saw Volume 2.
I haven't seen
what
Volume
a
2.
stinker.
No.
You know, no.
Is that your word for it, though?
not at all.
Oh, good.
It wasn't as good as the first one.
Okay.
When are they ever? That's why the phrase, why is the sequel never the equal, is out there. But Chris Pratt and company, Bradley Cooper doing the voice of a raccoon.
What's wrong with that?
I think it's his best work. You know, really. It's really terrific. And he's back, and we get to see all of this.
Okay.
And this made money. It started the summer. You know, Hollywood doesn't look at the calendar for summer. Summer begins May 5th when Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 opened. It made
Technically
money.
not accurate, but okay.
Everything.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here at the end of May. That came after it, came out and is going like this, off the cliff. Alien Covenant.
Yeah.
Ridley Scott going back to the scary alien thing. Nobody came. Where were they?
You
I
tell
blame
me.
you. You weren't there.
I can't speak
What
for
are you
everyone
doing,
on
living a
that.
life?
I was like working and grocery shopping and just taking care of business. But worth seeing, you think?
I think Alien Covenant was worth
No, we're
seeing
not
without
Alien
me
Covenant.
jumping
Guardians
up
of the
in there.
Galaxy.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy,
Definitely worth seeing.
Definitely.
Okay. But
yes.
more of the same. So if you like the first one, you like the second one.
Yeah. So, but if you're looking for originality, it's not going to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Baywatch is a movie, by the way. I know. So I knew it was coming. I loved the show. Who doesn't love the show? Everyone in the world loves the show, right? It's been translated into I don't even know how many languages. Why are we making a movie?
Why
about
does it have to
Baywatch?
be in all those languages? I don't remember any dialogue from the TV show ever. I don't see anything. But, this movie has just opened to maybe the worst reviews I've ever read.
Yikes.
And I'm saying I can't say it's the worst because The Rock is in it, Dwayne Johnson.
Okay.
To me, this guy can sell me on anything.
Right.
He just seems to have the ability to make things funny.
Yes.
And I want to compare, this is a good summer analogy here. You go in to see a stupid movie, you know it's stupid because are your expectations for Baywatch that you're seeing King Lear? No.
They are not.
I sit there, see that vat of popcorn? I take a vat of popcorn, I sit there, I'm disgusting with it. I have it slathered with butter. I put
Really?
M&Ms on top of it.
On your popcorn?
On my popcorn. It's a big new thing. People, big new thing. And I'm sitting there shoving it down
Don't think
my
it's a
gullet
thing.
while I'm watching movies. And I'm happy for about 10 minutes. Then I start to get this kind of like sick feeling in my stomach. And then, headache, the eyes and thing. And then you just want to puke. That's the same feeling I had watching Baywatch. I was happy for 10 minutes,
Wow.
and then I started to get sick and say, what is this thing? And I just wanted to throw up.
That's hard.
Is that a rave?
That is, how many stars is that? It's like negative stars.
No,
like if it
it's
makes
not,
you
because
ill.
I give credit to The Rock for putting something out there.
He's
he
funny,
was that
you
good.
think?
He is. And 10 or 15 minutes is a pretty good average in most summer
So
movies.
it's, first of all, I love the synopses of these things because they're just so good. This is the shortest synopsis I've ever seen because it says everything you need to know. Lifeguard Mitch Buchanan, played by Dwayne Johnson, and a brash new recruit, played by Zac Efron, uncover a criminal plot that threatens the future of the Bay.
That could have been anything
it.
out of the 80s.
And that's about as long as you enjoyed the
Yes.
movie. It was the same time it took me to read that.
Yeah, and that's enough for a lot of people.
You know what? Escapism. Baywatch. It's out there. Wonder Woman is also a movie. Worth seeing?
Well, I'm going to say this.
Uh-oh.
No, we critics who have seen something early aren't allowed to say much, so they say you have to wait till it opens.
Because when is it out? June 2nd
June
it's out.
2nd, which is only a week away.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I can say this, that Gal Gadot, which is how you say her name, who played Wonder Woman in 1 second of the hideous Batman v Superman.
Yes. Oh, I didn't like that either.
But she was really good.
Okay.
And she's really good this time. She was a combat instructor in the Israeli army. This woman knows how to move. And she just, I don't know, just looking at her in a summer with all these dudes.
Yes.
They are.
It's
just
a
dude.
refreshing
She's in there, and she is a Wonder Woman. So I'm giving her
Rave reviews.
a rave review.
I want to make that my ringtone, by the way. You saying dude. Dude, Despicable Me 3. I love these films.
Well, they're
though.
great.
They can make as many as they want.
I
This
say
is
yes.
Gru and Drew. This is out. When is this out?
Well, Gru
Yeah.
is Steve Carell's main character, but
Right.
now he's got this brother, Drew.
Sure.
So we're going to find out about him. I can watch the Minions. I think if it's Despicable Me 10,
Yes.
I'll still love those Minions.
Yes, but the Minions are different this time around, right?
They are.
They're not as lovable. I mean, they're always lovable.
I'm
They're
not telling you
adorable.
that. This is children that go see this. You want to spoil things for them? No.
Yes.
Just put that. That's going to make.
I want it. Children, cover your ears.
that's
Tell me
gonna
about the
make,
Minions.
It's going to make a pile. It is.
Spider-Man. First of all, how many Spider-Men have, I couldn't even remember. How many have there been? There's been like at least 22, right?
Well, first they had a
That's not accurate.
series of 3. Then they decided to remake them about 5 minutes after the last trilogy
Like,
went.
we immediately regret that.
So you had
We're gonna do
Tobey
this.
Maguire,
Right.
and then you had Andrew Garfield.
Yes.
And
now,
I said, why are we going through this again?
did you say that?
I did. I say it to people in the hall who pay no attention. So now I have an audience here and I'm sure they're feeling this.
Yes.
But it's why. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Sony, and they have the rights to the Spider-Man thing for like another 2 years,
Okay.
and then they lose it. So if they don't make the movies right away, they're gonna have to pay a fortune to get the rights again.
So they're just cranking them out?
So they're cranking them out. But this kid, Tom Holland, who was in the last Avengers movie as Spider-Man, he's good.
Okay.
He looks like he's about 5'4" and 12 years old, but he's got a real. Well,
That's
what can you
working
do now?
for him.
Either you then cast this thing with Daniel Day-Lewis, or you go younger. And I think they went younger, which is a good idea because this kid has so much talent.
So sort of like redefining the
Yeah.
superhero too, right? New face, fresh face.
Totally.
Maybe he can carry the
Sure, it's
franchise
redefining
further.
it, but we thought we just saw it.
We just
So
redefined
how
it, like
can we
last week.
Sometimes you have to give a sequel a little room to breathe. I think.
to like
Yeah.
forget about it
Yeah,
before
just
you
say,
remind people
no,
about it.
no.
Like Baywatch. Like I kind of forgot about it for a little while.
I
Then it came
loved how
back.
The Rock kept calling Zac Efron names like of boy band names. He would say, "Hey, you Bieber. Hey, you High School Musical. Get over here." And it was a nice kind of insulting banter that
Yeah.
they had together.
They had a
that was
thing.
during the 10 minutes I wasn't sick.
And then you just felt ill the rest of the time. War for the Planet of the Apes.
Guess he said
Caesar,
that.
well, this is intensity here. So this is the synopsis. Caesar and his apes are forced into a deadly conflict with an army of humans led by a ruthless colonel, played by Woody Harrelson.
He was
Cool.
ruthless.
He
He's
was
very
ruthless.
yes.
Caesar wrestles with his darker instincts and begins his own mythic quest to avenge his kind.
Well, see, you're just mocking that.
No, no,
whole
that's
kind
my
of thing.
dramatic
No, I
voice.
know, but I
That's my
I
dramatic
saw
voice.
a mockery and I felt it in what you were saying.
I didn't mean to
I've
at
got
all.
to say that this is one of those reboots that I like for one reason. Andy Serkis does the motion capture and the voice for Caesar, the ape. This guy's a genius.
Really?
You know, he did it for Gollum, and he makes a character out of nothing except his whole voice and posture and movements. And this one is probably the most moving of any Planet of the Apes movie.
Really? Why is that? Just because of him and his character?
I'm not going to take me in spoiler territory.
You don't have to
People
spoil
will
it. I
come
just
out
want some
there and kill me if I say
explanations.
that. I'm saying
No one's killing you. Guys,
take
leave
that
him
mockery
alone.
out of your voice. And Andy Serkis is the monkey of the summer. He is the guy. This is the guy that I love.
He's the monkey of the summer.
Yes, he definitely
Who was
is.
the monkey last summer?
I'll be another monkey. I don't know who it was.
Charlize Theron is back. I
She's
love
back.
her. Atomic blonde. She is equal parts spycraft, sensuality, and savagery, which is also on your business cards, right?
Exactly. It was copied. I'm suing. This is just wrong.
She's sent alone into Berlin to retrieve a priceless dossier from within the destabilized city, and then she partners with Station Chief David Percival to navigate her way through a deadly game of spies. I love her in pretty much anything she ever does.
So
Am I
you
gonna
didn't
love
see
this?
the last Fast and Furious movie?
I watched it and I liked
That's
it
it.
because I like her.
Well, see, to me, it was like they locked her in a room for 3 days and they said, we'll give you like $50 million if you do this.
And I
all
respect
the
that
other actors
decision.
will come to you. But she was so good in the last Mad Max movie, Fury Road. She was like, she should have been nominated for that.
You think?
And
Yeah,
in
she was
Atomic Blonde, she's as good.
Okay.
This is the one where she's committed to playing this woman. She is Wonder Woman, you know? She saw the world too optimistically. Charlize doesn't.
Okay.
She kicks
It's
butt.
dark.
It's dark, and she is R-rated. This
Yeah.
is a tough one. But I've got to tell you, if you love her, this is going to just make you the happiest of any action
I'm going to be the
movie in
happiest
summer.
then. That's out July 28th. And Idris Elba is back. Dark Tower. Tell me about it. I know nothing
Well,
about
it's
it.
Stephen King, you know, that whole franchise of things that he did. He's interested.
Things that he did.
Well, you
know,
know,
you're
know
right.
the things he's done.
I know the things he's
They're
done.
scary and they're
Yes.
interesting. And this one I haven't seen. I've just seen the trailer like everybody else.
Okay.
But if it's Idris Elba with Matthew McConaughey,
What's
well,
not to
I'm,
like about
I'm just
that?
there to see it. It just sounds like
That's all it takes.
And instead of making it a miniseries, which was the idea, they made a 2-hour movie.
Oh,
Can
really?
you believe
Was it-
that?
wow.
Because the public now wants to see everything 14 hours long. They don't. We want to
We
binge
do.
watch everything.
That's what we
and
want.
A 2-hour movie is not what we want anymore.
I need a reason to sit down for several hours straight.
Oh yeah.
That's what's going to get me there. Transformers 5.
Well,
I
see,
missed
don't.
a few along the way. I will say,
Along the way,
in a
there's like,
personal
no.
in a personal anecdote, the first Transformers was kind of as a joke. It was like a date that my husband and I went on when we were dating, when we just first met. And I still married the guy, so that
And he forced you to go.
that is a testament to my
Wow.
love for him. But 5? Did we need 5?
We didn't need the second one.
Arr.
I think basically Michael Bay, who directs these, is the most cynical person in Hollywood. He says people will buy anything if it has a robot in it. And so they
Is he wrong?
No, there wouldn't be a Transformers 5 if people didn't line up to do it. I just think it's the end of the world.
But they
I
got
just
Anthony
watch it,
Hopkins to sign on.
Let's see. Now,
What's he been
why?
up to?
It's the
What
same
is
thing
he-
where Charlize was told she could do the whole movie in 3 days in her attic.
I see.
If she just, shot this and did it. There's the
see.
reason for it.
Transformers 5.
Anthony Hopkins is a great actor. You know, he may win the Oscar for Transformers 5. But my guess is no. And I would rather be tied to this chair and whipped than to go near Transformers 5. Every critic needs to have a charge like they have in juries, where you say to yourself, okay, I say that juror's off for no reason except I can't bear it.
Right.
That's my movie.
Tell me how you really feel.
God, do I hate Transformers movies.
Another 5. Pirates 5. Pirates of the...
That's just
Do we say Caribbean or
ridiculous.
Caribbean? Can we settle this once and
You
for all?
can say Caribbean.
I like
because
Caribbean.
some of the people in the trailer say it, and then when you see the movie, other actors in it say Caribbean.
Caribbean?
But
Let's
I
get
like
on the same
the way
page
it
about
says
this.
Pirates of the Caribbean. I defy anyone. If this were a contest wasn't just live, but a contest, and anyone can do all the subtitles of the 5 movies. I can do the first one, which was The Curse of the Black Pearl.
Okay.
And this one, which is Dead Men Tell No Tales, but
Okay.
I don't have a clue about what the other ones are. I have to say that in this one, Javier Bardem, he's the new guy, like
Okay.
Anthony Hopkins.
You've always got
comes in.
Johnny Depp, right?
The first time he was so good, he got an Oscar nomination.
Yes.
But, you can't just repeat what you do. You
That's
need to refresh it. You need to hit the refresh button. Johnny forgets to do that in this one. There's
Shut
nothing
it down
refreshed.
and restart it.
No, yeah.
The reviews are quote unquote not pretty. Is what I have in my notes right here.
Not pretty.
We're not going to go into more detail on that one. Let's talk about some surprises. Baby Driver. This was a movie I didn't even know was coming out. Tell me about
But
this.
that's the most fun. We just get beaten to death by marketing. It tells us Pirates of the Caribbean, Pirates of the Caribbean, Transformers, Baywatch, Baywatch. And so you're just drawn there. You go, okay, it's like
What
Night of the
ads
Living
do you
Dead.
listen to, by the way? These are the voices you hear.
I hear them all the time. It's everything. I turn on my phone and it's like saying, Baywatch, The Rock, it's it. You have to go there.
Gotta go.
And I find myself drawn to the theater even though I've seen it already.
Just with your popcorn and M&Ms.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I just can't bear it. But
Okay.
Baby Driver, I didn't know anything about.
Okay.
Except it was directed by Edgar Wright, who is a director I really like, Hot Fuzz. He just does.
Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz.
They're
These are
so
those are
good.
satirical. Is this
There's,
satirical?
and this is.
It is.
But it's Ansel Elgort, a young actor, playing this guy who's a getaway driver that won't be doing any bank robberies. He waits. But boy, he zigs and zags, and it sounds like a video game. But instead, it's about characters. And the bad guys are like Kevin Spacey and
I love
John
him.
Hamm
Okay.
and Jamie Foxx.
And it did really well at South by Southwest.
Because it's actually a good, smart movie, and I'm going to say a word that hasn't ever been brought up yet in terms of summer movie. It's original.
Wow. It's not Baby Driver 5.
It's not a sequel. It's not a
Wait
prequel. It's
until
not a
Baby Driver 5.
reboot. It isn't anything.
We're gonna have this conversation again when Baby Driver 5 comes out and see what you think.
Yeah,
then.
well, I'll just be miserable as I am now.
I love when you say that sitting next to me.
Yeah.
So miserable right now.
Miserable, yeah.
So miserable.
Well, it's making me think that there's all this that's going to pile up, and I'm going to get sick from that popcorn with the M&Ms.
You're already anticipating.
Yeah. That's the way
Tell
it
me
happens.
about It Comes at Night.
Fabulous.
Really?
Yeah. This is a year where horror movies came back because in the spring we had a movie called Get Out.
Yes.
Jordan Peele directed it. It was just a wonderful idea. I don't even want to give it away in case people are going to catch up with it now. But this movie has a similar impact, made by an indie guy who did a movie called Krisha, which was about his family and about addiction. But this
Okay.
one is a virus that's destroyed the earth, which it usually does, and a family is left in a cabin alone. And what is going to happen? And you think you know what's going to
love the way
happen?
you're selling this.
You don't know.
I have no
You
idea.
don't know. You think you know, you don't know.
I don't even think I know at this point.
People, you want to be scared, this is it.
And it
comes
has-
at night. That's the voice in my head saying that.
Those voices,
Yeah.
we need to talk about those
That-
voices, by the way. Joel, is it Edgerton or Edgerton? I always say his name.
Edgerton.
It's Edgerton, who was in Loving, right?
He was.
Stars him as well.
He's a
Okay.
wonderful
He's
actor.
wonderful.
This
I thought he
isn't
was
one of your
great.
cheeseball casts.
Nope. It Comes at Night, out June 9th. Go see it. The Big Sick. I've seen a lot of ads for this. I love Kumail Nanjiani. I watch him in Silicon Valley. I've seen his stand-up. I think he's
Is he
hilarious.
a personal friend?
He's not.
Your eyes lit up when you said it.
I'm a big fan. I really like him. I
I
think
saw
he's funny.
that though. It was like, okay, he's great. and
good.
his wife, Emily Gordon, was sick like this.
Yes.
And they decided to write the story of what
This
went
is
on.
all based on a true story.
It's all based on a true
love
story. It's a
that.
comedy about a woman who's maybe dying. And we have no idea what she's sick from because the doctors are trying to figure out why she's in this coma. They had to put her in the coma, but she's sick.
Okay.
And yet, it's a family thing about Ray Romano and Holly Hunter play her parents. And then he's got these parents who don't want him to date anyone who is an Indian.
Okay.
So that isn't true. And it's like, seems like that kind of old plot set right now. And you laugh, you cry, you do all of those things. Again, not a sequel, not a prequel, something original.
But it's about love.
It's about love and laughing.
family.
And laughing.
I love both of those things. Also out, an Emoji Movie, which I didn't even know about until as you see these beautiful posters going by. I saw
I see them, they're
the
just
Emoji
flying.
one go by.
It's like we're doing weather, and we just go, not Transformers, no, Wonder Woman, we love Gal Gadot. I just like to say that because I learned to say it right.
you want to keep saying it
I
over
want
and
to
over
say
again?
Gal Gadot. It's so wonderful.
And I learned Joel Edgerton. We're learning here. We're on a journey together.
It's so good.
That's what this is about.
I just love this.
The Emoji Movie stars Patrick Stewart, by the way.
As Poop. He's the Poop emoji.
Sure.
Sir Patrick Stewart.
Sure.
Yes. I'm telling you, I've only seen a little bit of this.
Okay.
This is going to make it.
Make what?
It's going to be good. And it's going to be a big hit.
Really?
Well, people laughed when they said, oh, let's make a
Wait,
Lego
look at
movie.
this looks
Yeah,
pretty cute.
let's make a Lego movie, and the people laughed. Huge hit.
right.
It was great. It was clever. This has that look.
So
Whether
it's,
you
but
want
it's
to see
animation for adults, right? Or is it
No,
kid friendly
both.
too? It's both.
any movie like Lego Movie 2, it has to work both ways. A kid can see it and laugh, and we can look at it and say, I see something else. So that's a voice in my head going,
So
I
many
think
competing voices.
This
in your
is
head.
this emoji is. I wanted to be voiced by Isabelle Huppert, but she refused to do it.
Ah, no.
No,
Mais no.
no.
So Patrick Stewart as the poop emoji. Any other big names in this? Do we know yet?
I'm not even saying
have no
anything
idea.
more to you. No, I do have an idea. You could read it off of that sheet.
You don't know.
But
It's actually
no,
not in here.
no telling.
Oh no, T.J. Miller's in it. He's hilarious too. Also from Silicon Valley.
Is that a
So
favorite
many-
show of yours? I
So
love
many
that.
layers.
Well, see, everything now is combining. We watch so much. We binge watch everything.
Yeah.
And if our favorites from those shows wind up in one of the movies that are out in the summer, we get
wanna
all
go
happy.
see it.
The way you said TJ,
See?
you just went, yeah, oh, I love him on Silicon Valley.
a big fan.
So you're there.
Yeah, that's how that happens. This is how I see. I'm here to represent every person out there. When you see someone you know and you like, yeah, I'm gonna go check that out.
We never-
Patrick Stewart is poop. Sure, I'll check it out.
Sure.
Why not?
But we never had this before where we had an option. It used to be summer movies, TV shut down, and we would have repeats, and everything would be nothing to see but go to the summer movies. Now television is just alive with stuff.
Well, there's still repeats
So
on the
we
big
have
screen now.
options. Yeah.
We've got Transformers 22 and Pirates of the Caribbean.
It feels
88.
like that. It's like Transformers 5 feels like Transformers 50. Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg
But why
is
should
out
I
there
beat that
just
dead horse?
crying.
I'm telling you,
tears.
people, if you go to these fives, Transformers or Pirates of the Caribbean, it's like walking the plank. You know, I
You see
want to
what he did
stand
there, by
out.
the
I
way?
want to stand outside
what you did
Pirates
there.
of the Caribbean and say, "Abandon ship." It's like so awful, people.
Did you just come up with that? Have you been
Yes,
saving
no,
that to
I'm
you?
no. It's all coming now because I'm hearing voices.
It's all coming.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all coming back.
Yeah.
Oscar Heat is the category. Did you come up with this category?
I think I did.
I
Because
like
summer,
it.
see?
Ah,
Heat and Oscar Heat in the summer where it's never there, where we don't see anything that is ever going to win an Oscar in the season of what I call instant stupid. This is actually a few real things that are coming out. That
these look very, very intriguing. I was watching some trailers. The Beguiled, a Sofia Coppola movie. Tell me about it.
well,
big names.
hundreds of years ago, I think in the 1970s,
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood made this movie. It was a Civil War thing. He was a Union soldier. He was wounded, and he was taken in by a group of Southern women.
You went right into
I
that
went right
accent.
into
That
it.
was really good.
And he wished that never happened to him. It was like gothic in its horror, what these women did to poor Clint.
Poor Clint.
Now,
Now-
Colin Farrell is doing that, and we have Nicole Kidman and Kirsten Dunst taking care of
Yeah.
Colin Farrell. But the director is now Sofia Coppola,
Yes.
who does these women movies that never play like chick movies. They are always, from Lost in Translation on, really tough and interesting.
Yes.
You know, I'm always told all these movies are just the male gaze. We hate the male gaze. We want the female gaze.
Yes.
Now we're going to have it.
Yes.
So this
So it's
movie will be
reimagined.
debuting soon, in a few days, at the Cannes Film Festival. And I cannot wait to see it.
It looks very
It
good.
screams Oscar Heat to me.
The trailer alone had a twist in it, and I can't wait to see it. Dunkirk from Christopher Nolan.
Again,
Yeah.
this guy is great. He's a
Right?
great director. You see his name on it. You might say, Dunkirk, do I want to go relive that battle? I don't, maybe not. But Christopher
then-
Nolan, then you say,
Sure.
yes, I do.
Yeah, I
and
saw
coming
Inception.
in epic.
I saw Dark Knight. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan.
Exactly.
Sold.
And if anything he does,
Yeah.
it says, Academy, take a look. So that's exciting. 2 movies already you mentioned.
That is out July 21st. And Harry Styles from One Direction makes his movie debut, which I know is not probably the high point for you, or is it?
Well, I'm not going to prejudge him.
not?
I cannot wait to see what he does.
Good luck to you, Harry Styles. Peter Travers will be watching.
Hey, you, One Direction. Yeah. The Rock can do all that. Yeah.
Al Gore made another movie, an inconvenient
sequel. And here, he needed to make it.
He did.
Yes. I don't know. We have a new president. I don't know if you heard this.
I heard
we're near
rumblings.
the newsroom.
I heard rumblings outside this door. Yeah.
The idea of global warming that Al Gore has been preaching doesn't seem to be kicking in the White House.
Conversation has shifted slightly. It's fair to
So
say.
this inconvenient sequel is going to really be needed here. Plus, Al Gore, when he was on the campaign trail, he didn't have this vitality that he brings to this subject. He's really passionate about it.
Yeah.
He's funny about it. And I think the first movie won an Oscar. Second one could do the same thing.
You think it could?
I think it could.
There was a lot to be said about the topic. So out July 28th, you can go see that. And then another, a movie based on true events that a lot of people don't know about. And what I loved about this was actually in the tagline they wrote, "It's time we knew." And this is a movie called Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah.
The Detroit, right, where we think we do know everything about it. And again, what's the name that makes us say, we got to see this? Catherine Bigelow. The only woman in 4,000 years to have ever won the Academy Award as Best Director.
4,000.
She did, okay, to 80. But
round
it
up
just
to the nearest
seems like
4,000.
that. It's just insane
Yes,
what
it
the
is.
Academy doesn't do and how much they have to make up for. But with Catherine Bigelow, they knew it. To have her take on a subject like this at a time where the subject of rioting, of race relations, of everything is so hot, it just screams, I've got to see this. And what is it doing now? What is it doing in the summer? I think it's shrewd. I think come the August when this opens, we will be so fed up with those Transformers and those pirates. We're going to say,
Will we?
Yes, we will.
Will we?
You know, in the beginning we want it. We want to shove that popcorn down our faces and we want to do that. But you know, because they start summer on May 5th, we get tired of this a little bit.
We need a little substance.
We want something substantial, and that's the one.
So is this unusual to have this many movies that you think could be getting Oscar buzz over the
It's
summer months?
absolutely not only uncommon, it just gives me hope. Me,
Wow.
who's just been sitting here with all of this nonsense. It gives me hope.
You're an optimistic man, though, Peter Travers.
Not at all.
You-
No, I've been beaten down. Beaten down by seeing so many of these things that just go out there and sit, you know? I mean,
pain.
we've got to see
This is
Mummy. Tom Cruise has done the Mummy, and I was disappointed to learn that he doesn't play the Mummy.
Can I ask you this on a personal note? Is there anyone that you are most excited to see or most looking forward to?
Detroit,
That's the one.
Dunkirk, and The Beguiled.
Oh, 3. For me, now it's the Emoji Movie. Now I just want to see.
Patrick
what
Stewart as
Patrick
Pooh
Stewart's able
is
to
going
pull
to
off.
be this. So that is the summer, people.
There you go. You
We
guys.
did it. Now we should sing because we do that on Popcorn.
You're really going to make me do this?
I am going to make you sing. I mean, you are definitely here to sing. There must be, and it has to be a movie song.
Maybe. Okay, you know, I'm trying to think of the last song I actually sang. So you know what? Actually, every night to my girls, I sing a song that was sang in a movie, in the movie Parenthood, the Steve Martin movie. You know the
Yes.
scene when Rick Morales, is his name? Yes. Walks into the classroom to win back the affection of his wife.
I mean, it's coming to me, but not as vividly as
So
it
they're
is
fighting
to you.
or something. I forget what the
Yes.
tension is. And he goes in to sing to her, and I think he sings the song that was their song. Either they danced it at their wedding or it was their song. And it's, why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near?
Just like me. What?
They
long to be close to you. Oh, look at that.
That's what I sing
We're
to my
so
girls every night.
sweet.
That was
Well,
nice.
that's like
That
a
was
nice
note
song.
to end
I think you would
on.
be doing just. Well, I was
What
going
do
to
you think I'd sing
I
to
was
them?
going. I have no idea. It could have been AC/DC. I don't know. You could be rapping to them. Word around
They're not
ABC
ready
is
yet.
that you do a lot of rapping.
That is also true.
And I was thinking that that would really come into play
That
here,
is
but
not
it didn't.
incorrect. It didn't. Next time. How's that? Next summer preview.
I was going to sing Under the Sea, you know, because
Oh, I know that one too.
it's where you'll be if you see Pirates of the Caribbean. But we can go out with that in our heads. Under the sea. See, and you have to
Under
move.
the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
Perfect.
There you go.
Don't go to the movie, just listen to Amma sing. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you for
I
hanging
feel
out.
there's no
This was
more work
fun.
to do for the summer. We've
We're
done
done.
it. Yes.
Have fun, guys.
Nice.
Have a great summer.
Becomes a big deal for him. But he could be seen at the start of the movie as a Jewish stereotype.